I will be alone this Valentine's Day. Thank God!
I'm gonna share my Valentine's horror story. No, Audie, don't trauma dump on the internet. This is what our founding fathers fought for. And I will warn you, it really is a horror story. This took place a few years ago. It was my first and so far only Valentine's Day where I had a significant other. We had been dating for roughly 6 months at this point, and it was my first and so far only long-term relationship. I'd like for you to keep in mind, this is a grown-ass man, by the way. Prior to the day of Valentine's, I had expressed my want to do something. To be fair, we were both in college, money was tight, but I did have some free or cheap ideas. We had both won Walmart gift cards in a giveaway. The idea that I pitched is that we went to Walmart, split up, and made cute little gift baskets for each other, which we would gift on Valentine's Day. He said, I can't do that. I need your help. Even though I had previously outright told him what I wanted for Valentine's Day, he insisted he needed me there to pick out my own gifts. That's fine. We could do it together. However, he kept putting the day of getting the gifts off. He was too tired. He didn't have the energy. And so the day we actually fulfilled this activity was on Valentine's Day. I wanted 3 things. I wanted a promise ring, I wanted flowers, and I wanted those little chocolate truffle thingies, the Ferrero Cheros, these fucks. Now, since it was Valentine's Day, there wasn't shit in the store. Despite repeating what I wanted over and over again, he insisted that he needed my help in picking it out. The first thing I directed him to pick out for me was the chocolate truffles that I mentioned before. He said no. He explained that I was fat and that if he got me those, it would be a disservice to myself. He didn't want to sabotage me. All right, well, let's get the ring. Again, this was Valentine's Day. I wanted a pink heart promise ring. There was only a handful and none of them were my size. I tried maybe seeing if the smaller size could just squeeze onto my finger. It ended up not working out. When I explained we'd have to leave the ring department empty-handed, he explained, oh yeah, because you have fat fingers? I informed him that wasn't a kind thing to say. He called me a stupid bitch because I couldn't take a joke. I apologized, picked out a random ring that didn't even fit me, and left the department. The last step was flowers. I had kept repeating I wanted pink roses. People who fucking glance at me can tell my favorite color is pink. When we got to the flower department, I told him to pick out the roses that I wanted. He was like, why can't you just pick it out? At this point, I'm over it. I picked out these little wilty pink roses because again, it was Valentine's Day and everything else was already gone. And that was that. And throughout all this, I picked out all his gifts by myself. I loved him and I was more than happy to show it. Also, a portion of the gift card that was meant to be for my gifts went to our elegant Valentine's meal of rotisserie chicken. Also, I paid for the Ubers there and back. Once we were done shopping, we went over to his place, ate some rotisserie chicken, and then he got on his computer, hopped on a Discord call with his friends, and proceeded to ignore me for the rest of the night. I eventually walked home, went to bed, stared at my ceiling, and wondered, am I lovable?
And then we dated for 3 more months.
So whenever I see the fear-mongering of, oh, if you don't lock in now, you're not gonna get a boyfriend and you're gonna die alone. Okay!
I'd much rather that than deal with this slug-ass man.
So if you're also alone this Valentine's Day, consider it a blessing. It's better to be alone than in bad company. And common recommendations for what to do for a solo Valentine's Day. I might bake, I might get baked. Who knows?